In the world of celebrity relationships and family dynamics, few stories capture public attention quite like that of Brooklyn Beckham and his wife, Nicola Peltz. Brooklyn, known for his ventures into the culinary arts as a young chef, recently took a moment to publicly honor his spouse on a special occasion. He chose the popular social media platform Instagram as the medium to express his deep affection and admiration for Nicola, who has made her mark in the entertainment industry through roles in major films. This gesture came in the form of a touching message that highlighted not just his love but also the qualities he cherishes most in her. The message began with a simple yet endearing address, referring to her as his dear Nicola and extending warm wishes for her birthday. He described her as a beautiful girl, a term that conveys both physical appreciation and emotional endearment. Accompanying these words were images that harkened back to one of the most significant days in their lives, their wedding. These photos served as a visual reminder of the commitment they made to each other, capturing moments of joy and unity that contrasted with the current undercurrents of familial discord. Expanding on his sentiments, Brooklyn elaborated on the depth of his feelings. He professed that he loves her with all his heart, emphasizing the completeness of his devotion. He went on to declare himself the luckiest man alive for the privilege of calling her his wife. This statement reflects a sense of gratitude and fortune that often characterizes strong marital bonds, especially in the public eye where relationships are scrutinized. Furthermore, he praised her personal attributes, noting that she is the funniest person he knows, which suggests a relationship built on laughter and lightheartedness. He also acknowledged her as the most hardworking individual in his circle, a compliment that recognizes her dedication to her career and perhaps other endeavors. The tribute concluded with a forward-looking sentiment, expressing eagerness to grow old together while staying young at heart. He affectionately called her his baby girl, a pet name that adds a layer of intimacy to the public declaration. This entire post paints a picture of a couple deeply in love, committed to their future and appreciative of each other's presence in their lives. However, this celebratory moment did not exist in isolation. It arrived shortly after a notable development in Brooklyn's interactions with his well-known parents. Brooklyn had reportedly issued a clear directive to them, insisting that any communication be routed through legal channels rather than direct contact. This step indicates a desire for boundaries and perhaps a need to manage interactions in a more formal manner to avoid misunderstandings or escalations. Insights from those close to the situation revealed that Brooklyn prefers no direct outreach from his parents and wishes to avoid any public mentions or statements about him on social media platforms. This preference underscores a potential strain in the family relationships, where personal space and privacy become paramount. One confidant shared that the father was specifically instructed to communicate via a particular legal firm, which was positioned as the sole avenue for dialogue. This arrangement highlights the seriousness with which Brooklyn is approaching the matter, opting for professional mediation over casual family exchanges. Reflecting on the broader context, sources from the previous year had indicated a lack of enthusiasm on Brooklyn's part for mending fences with his family. The sentiment was that there was no active interest in reconciliation efforts at that time. Instead, the approach favored allowing time to naturally ease any existing tensions rather than forcing resolutions that might feel premature or insincere. This philosophy of letting things unfold organically suggests a belief in the healing power of time and distance, acknowledging that some issues require patience to resolve without external pressure. Delving deeper into the implications of such family dynamics, it's worth considering how celebrity status amplifies personal conflicts. Brooklyn, as the eldest son of a globally famous couple, has grown up under intense media scrutiny. His transition into adulthood, including his marriage to Nicola, represents a shift towards independence. Nicola, coming from her own prominent background, brings her own perspectives and influences into the relationship. Together, they navigate the challenges of blending families while establishing their own identity as a couple. The birthday tribute, therefore, serves as more than just a loving gesture. It acts as a public affirmation of their bond amidst external pressures. By sharing wedding photos, Brooklyn not only reminisces about their union but also subtly reinforces their unity to the outside world. This can be seen as a way to focus on the positive aspects of their life together, diverting attention from any familial discord. In exploring the elements of Brooklyn's message, the use of terms like funniest and hardworking provides insight into what sustains their relationship. Humor is often cited as a key ingredient in long-lasting partnerships, helping couples weather storms with levity. Hard work, on the other hand, speaks to mutual respect for each other's ambitions. Brooklyn's career as a chef involves creativity and dedication, much like Nicola's acting pursuits, which require discipline and resilience. The warning to his parents about communication channels adds a layer of complexity. Involving lawyers suggests that previous interactions may have crossed boundaries or led to discomfort. This could stem from differences in opinions, perhaps related to career choices, personal decisions, or even the wedding itself, as past rumors have suggested tensions around such events. By setting these boundaries, Brooklyn is asserting his autonomy, a common step in young adults separating from parental influence. The insider's revelation about the communication method, through Schillings, points to a structured approach. Schillings is known for handling high-profile legal matters, which implies that the family is treating this with the gravity it deserves. This method ensures that all exchanges are documented and professional, reducing the risk of miscommunication. Looking back to the previous year's source statements, the idea of no interest in reconciliation paints a picture of a deliberate pause. Rather than rushing into fixes, the strategy is to allow natural settlement. This could mean waiting for emotions to cool, reflections to occur, and perhaps organic opportunities for reconnection to arise. It's a mature perspective that recognizes not all conflicts need immediate resolution. In the grand scheme, this episode illustrates the challenges of fame and family. Public figures like Brooklyn and Nicola must balance personal happiness with public perception. Their birthday celebration, set against the backdrop of family tensions, shows resilience and a focus on their partnership. Expanding on the wedding photos shared, these images likely evoke memories of vows exchanged, celebrations with loved ones, and the promise of a shared future. Weddings are milestones that symbolize new beginnings, and revisiting them on birthdays reinforces that commitment.